Just over 1 year ago, on the 1st of April 2019, I released a video called The Best Concrete Farm for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. And as much as it seemed like a silly April Fool's joke at the time,
Minecraft Bedrock Edition concrete farm.
And considering the comments I got were pretty mean, most of them said I was very crazy and that I needed to get my head tested, I still stand by the fact that I believe that this is probably, on the Bedrock edition of the game, certainly for a single player or lag-free server, the fastest way you can make concrete. And that's a pretty bold statement, but let's qualify what I mean. Now, I know there are a lot of farms that will automatically produce concrete like this, and they'd often create a massive big block of it that you've then got to go and smash later with haste 2 or something like that. And yeah, they're generally pretty quick at actually producing the white concrete, but they're not ever so great when it comes to doing the whole job lot, because then you've got to stop, you've got to get yourself over to the area when you're breaking it, you've got to gather it, then you've got to go pick everything up because you'll have loads of concrete all over the floor. It's a slow process. This is streamlined. This is producing and gathering concrete. So you produce it by basically walking along and placing it, and then you gather it at the same time as picking it all up by doing that. As you go past, it all goes into your inventory. You don't have to then go and collect it afterwards. So the whole process of creating wet concrete and then gathering it again is what we're talking about, not just producing wet concrete. And yeah, there's the other idea where we could just pile up with our 64 blocks of concrete. We can take it as high as we want it to go, and then we just pour water down the side of it, take the water back and then dig it down. That works. Again, it's not as fast because we can't dig as quickly as we can with this thing. If we're doing this, if we've got a line of concrete in this water here, we can dig it really, really quickly. Check this out, how fast we can go to dig that. It's like having haste 2 without haste 2. You can't do that piling up. But before we get too crazy about all of the technical details, let's actually figure out how this thing works, and it couldn't be simpler. We have dirt or grass or basically something that doesn't break very easily with a pickaxe. We've got some wooden slabs, again, because they don't break easily with a pickaxe, and we got some water, and that's about it. So let's build this thing, let's do a tutorial. Step 1 of this tutorial is the easy part, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but basically you've got to dig a hole, basically a 3 by however long you want to go for. The longer this is, the quicker the process will be, because you'll be spending less time turning around and gathering it again. So we've got 128 blocks here. You can do this as long as you want. For the next part of this tutorial, we need to fill in our trench with water, and there's 2 ways to do this. You can either use an infinite water source and a bucket, and you can keep transferring it along like that and create more infinite water sources as you go along, and then pop some on the other side as well so it all spreads in and goes together. Or if you're lazy like me, you can grab yourself some ice and basically run ice down each side and then break it with a pickaxe like that. And once you've got the whole thing filled in with water, then you can place in your slabs. And for the slabs, the cheapest and easiest way to do it is to use spruce logs, because they're the easiest wood to gather wood from. Turn it all into planks and then turn it all into slabs, and you'll get 510 slabs. And then all you got to do is place all the slabs in, and you're going to do it down each side with 1 at the end. So 1 at the end there and 1 down each side. And it's important that these are top slabs. If you do bottom slabs like that, then when you're running through this machine, you're going to have all sorts of issues glitching on top of the wood. So they need to be top slabs. And what's happening here is when we're placing our concrete later on, the slabs on each side are waterlogged. So as we break them, the water flows back into the middle and it pushes your items into your inventory, which means you don't have to keep running up and down here trying to gather your items. And that's literally it. Once you've got all your slabs in, you are good to go. All you're going to need then is an efficiency 5 pickaxe and some depth strider boots and possibly an Aqua Affinity helmet, although I'm not 100% sure we're going to need that now. But that leads me perfectly onto the next stage of the video, which is rate tests. Let's see how fast we can get this concrete gathered. The first test we're going to do is our control test, and that is literally going to be how fast we can place and break red concrete powder with just a normal diamond pickaxe and no armor on. So this is going to be our control test. We've got no beacon effects, we've got no speed boost or anything like that. So let's start the clock and place in the powder. Now, as soon as I get to the other end, I'm going to switch to my pickaxe as fast as I can and start breaking it. So there we go. Go a few steps back, start running, swing my pickaxe. Oh, this is going to be slow. Got no depth strider. Here we go. No, this is no good. This is going to take a week. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. And there we go. We've finally finished. We've got all 64 back in our inventory, and the time was 1 minute and 1 second, which doesn't actually seem that bad considering it's almost a second per piece of concrete, but we can go much faster than that. Next, we're going to do orange concrete, and we're going to do that with efficiency 5, but still no armor. So on your marks, get set, go. We're getting the glitchy haste 2 effect here, even though we don't have haste 2 beacon. But we are still very slow because we've got no depth strider. And the time is 37.2 seconds, which is pretty good. This time we're going to do yellow, and we're going to add ourselves some depth strider boots. On your marks, get set, go. 29.1 seconds with depth strider 3, which is almost 10 seconds faster just having enchanted boots on, which is great. And I just want to point out, I'm timing this from the second the block leaves my inventory to the second the last block goes back inside my inventory. So not when I'm smashing it, when it actually pops back into my inventory. So it's fair, okay? Next up, we're going to go for lime concrete powder, and we're going to be wearing our Aqua Affinity helmet and seeing if this makes us go any faster at all. Let's check it out. On your marks, get set, go. I don't think it will be any faster because we're already able to break the blocks quick enough. And just as expected, that was exactly the same time as using depth strider. So yeah, Aqua Affinity is no longer required for this. Depth strider is required instead because we're walking through the water and not swimming through it like we were with the old design. For light blue concrete powder, I'm going to try a different way of actually placing it and see if I can sprint place it at the same time. This might not work, but my plan is, if we can just use some junk stuff to test with now, if I can place it like that and actually sprint, I think I'll be able to place it faster than I would running along the side. Now, this way is going to be very susceptible to lag. If you're playing on a Realm or a laggy server and you're getting lag spikes, it's going to stop. You're going to misplace because of the game, but there we go. That's already all placed. Let's spin round, let's break them, and let's run back. And there we go, we've just shaved off another nearly 4 seconds from our fastest time, which is absolutely amazing. It's also worth noting at this point that we're almost 6 seconds faster than we did in our old video, the original video that I did last year, which I thought was really, really fast. We are now, nearly 6 seconds faster than that, so that's good as well. Let's keep going. We've got more things to try, mate. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to grab a potion of swiftness, just speed 1. We're not using the beacon, and I'm going to see how fast we can do it whilst using our swiftness potion. The reason I've gone for this one, it's got 8 minutes. I think if you were just doing 1 stack or a couple of stacks, then the speed 2 would be okay, but it doesn't last very long. So let's just see how we get on with this. I'm going to take the potion. That's giving me the speed effect. Off we go on 3, 2, 1, go! We're certainly placing them very quickly. Is it going to affect us in the water though? I misplaced one. Let's go back. Whoa. I messed up there. I'm going to redo this test. Take 2, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh man. Take 3 in 3, 2, 1, go. The problem with the speed boost is that we're catching up with our blocks, which means we've got to stop every now and then. But there we go. That's done. But even with that slowing down, it's still slightly quicker than just running and placing it. So the speed potion does give us a slight advantage. And I guess once you get used to placing and breaking them with that, you probably get that a lot quicker over time. Now, I don't even know if I dare do it with speed 2, but we'll give it a go. Oh, geez. Right, magenta. Come on, let's be lucky this time. Let's chug our speed 2. On your marks, get set, go. Placing them is ridiculous. That's the other thing you can do. If you had a really long trench, you could literally just place all of your concrete in with speed 2 to get it placed nice and quickly. But then, whoa. Yeah, oh, geez. This bit's going to be tricky. So maybe, wait till speed 2 has left you until you break them again. Actually, they were doing all right. We're not technically sprinting. We're doing okay here. I reckon we can do that again. I reckon I can do that really fast. I got this, guys. Okay, chugging another bottle of swiftness 2. On your marks, get set, go! So the trick to coming back is not to sprint, it's just to run back with the swiftness effect, and I think that will do it for us. So no sprinting, just running back, and I still think that's faster than normal running. I reckon we got this. We can get 24 seconds, I'll be happy. There we go. I can't believe it. It is 21.1 seconds to place, break, and gather a full stack of concrete. 21 seconds per stack. That's just over 0.3 seconds per item, which is absolutely ridiculous. I defy anybody to come up with a redstone contraption or glitch that can do that quicker. I genuinely think this is the fastest way to make concrete on Bedrock Edition. Right, one more test. Right, I'm going to power our beacon back on, put it on speed 2, and see if this makes any difference. Now, technically it shouldn't, because it should be the same speed as a potion, but having it on the beacon means we don't need to be using swiftness potions. So let's try this out, and I don't think the beacon actually reaches all the way down to the end here. Where does it activate? Okay, so this is going to be our start point for this test then. Back in survival. I'm ready. 3, 2, 1, go. And I've failed. Instant fail. Oh man, start again. 3, 2, 1, go. I think this is quick. I had a very nice quick spin around at the back over there. I think this is going to be good. There we go. We've got all the blocks. Let's check it out. And believe it or not, that was exactly the same time. So speed 2 overall allows us to do it in 21.1 seconds. And I've got one last test that could just well break that record as well. Let's see what happens next. Okay, I have added a second beacon to our beacon tower. You'll see I now have the haste 2 effect as well as speed 2. Can we break the blocks coming back faster this time by sprinting while we've got speed 2? Let's find out. In 3, 2, 1, go! We got this, guys. We got this. Come on. We got to beat 21 seconds. If we can get it under 20 seconds, it'd be ridiculous. And there we go. We've placed it all in at the end. Let's go back. And I wasted a lot of time then. But yes, haste 2 is keeping up with it. This is ridiculous how fast we're breaking this. I'm going to have to do this twice, though. That was crazy. Wow. Did you see that? That was ridiculous. I'm going to do that again because I took a long time turning around at the end. But that was insane. That was intense. I'll tell you the time when I've done both. No way. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. And turn around and break. Oh, I messed up again then. It's so hard to turn around fast when you've got speed boost 2 on, but I think we're okay. We got this, and there we go, we're done. Let's check out the times. Well, there we go. We have broken the record with speed 2 and haste 2 beacons. We did it in 18.5 seconds, and there was literally hardly any difference in time from both of those clips. So I think 18.5 is the right time for that. That's absolutely amazing, which actually means that we can create 3.2 stacks of concrete powder into concrete gathered and back in our inventory per minute, which is almost 200 stacks an hour. It's 194.5 stacks per hour of concrete, which is 7 shulker boxes worth of concrete being converted in an hour, which is crazy. That's absolutely crazy. This farm is crazy. No one takes it seriously, but I'm telling you, this is the best concrete making machine on the Bedrock Edition of Minecraft. And if you don't believe me, well, there's the proof. And if you want to challenge me, if you think you can do better, and this is Bedrock Edition, not Java, don't be coming at me with Ilmango designs or this, that, and the other, and like 0-tick pistons, because that doesn't work on Bedrock. If you've got a genuinely working idea that you can prove works and you think is faster than this on the Bedrock Edition of Minecraft, then I challenge you to a race. Hit me up in the comments, catch me on Discord, or message me on Twitter. Anyway, that's enough from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!